saw a lot of people asking online whether the Zhiyun Crane M2 works with the Sony a7C, so I thought I would share my own experience. This is how I carry the Crane M2 around. Check out how compact it is. I usually keep all axes locked when I'm not using it so it doesn't bump around. I also keep the plate and screw on it so I don't lose them. You will need these to mount the camera on. I'm unlocking the roll axis now, sliding it to a preset location which was previously balanced for my camera, meaning I shouldn't need to rebalance this axis. Here is the Sony a7C with a 35mm 1.8 lens. I keep it off any amount so I have to reattach it each time. Then I slide the plate back onto the gimbal and lock it in place. A lot of people say it's a pain to balance the camera, so I will show in real time approximately how long it takes. You really only need to rebalance the tilt axis each time since the roll and pan axis should be set. I'm just nudging it back and forth right now. It's true that screw system makes it hard to fine-tune the position of the camera, unlike maybe the DJI Ronin, but it's also a cheaper $200 gimbal. This camera weighs 509 grams and the lens weighs 281 grams for a total of 790 grams, which is actually higher than M2's maximal payload of 720 grams. But I find it stabilizes well enough. Looks like we got it. To me, it really doesn't need to be perfect since I find it just works. Now we unlock the pan axis. Unfortunately, I've tried to balance the pan axis, but it's not possible with this overweight combo. But doesn't seem to be a problem so far for the footages. In hindsight, you can see the roll axis is actually not well balanced since it's lopsided horizontally, despite the preset location. I think it's because I usually have an ND filter on as well, so now the weight is actually different. Still, you can see the gimbal motor is supported just fine. And the footage is usually decent despite not perfectly balanced. The selfie mode, which I've never really used. Why do I want to stabilize my face? If anything, gyro stabilization can do that too. You might wonder if the Vertex Mode works with such a big camera, and it does. Look at the spin. Double tap to get back to the default position. Despite not perfectly balanced, you can see the motors can hold the camera in any tilt position without problem. Now let's see if the gimbal can control the camera. First, let's turn both of them on. So the camera talks to the gimbal using Wi-Fi and not using any cable. You do need to use the smartphone app to pair them together for the first time. There are already many well-made videos online showing how that's done. After that, each time you turn on the camera, you can go to network settings, control with smartphone, then connection, and they will automatically connect. Focus on this area. You can see the paired icon pop up, showing they are now connected. So we should be able to record videos by pressing the button. And it works. You can also stop recording by pressing it again. Let's look at some test footages.